on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
On their own 27-yard line.
And he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Barkley on the carry.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And 2.
He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
On 2nd down, Barkley.
At the Chiefs.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Let's go. Let's go. Check.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna throw out one for the sake, boy, till there's nothing left.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
11 on the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands and see how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Here's Mahomes to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive?
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. To the right side and complete to Thomas. 5 yards on the play there. The drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Looking to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Brought down at the
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Right back to him on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Pickup of 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a...
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Cole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, but it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
There's no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Here we go. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. You. 198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Switch.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
98 for Mike. Hey, keep it up. 198. Watch 98. Check 50. Check 3. Big dad.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Coming this way. Here we go. Check nickel. Watch the air. 198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they give this time to the tailback. 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Chiefs 21. Jaguars nothing. Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
The pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's another Jaguars 1st down.
Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. There he goes, left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
On the carry for Kansas City. He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
A 4-yard pickup.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Mahomes going to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And a first down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Complete to number 19.
From 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Harrison Butker.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at the line of
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 19-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mecole Hardman, 81 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery.
The
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll start with the option. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
To number 26.
An explosive 38-yard pickup. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Room past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 20.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 49, Jaguars 13.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now You're not going to make up for what's happened during the...
And now nothing but green ahead of him.
You don't want none. Get some.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
I bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Mahomes going to throw it here. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's how you get fired up, baby. That's how you get fired up.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They